My name is Ruchi Shankar, and I'm working as an IP design manager with the wireless MCU group of Texas Instruments. I am an IIT Roorkee alumni and have roughly 14 years of experience across IP design, verification, and the microarchitecture. I also have rich experience in the IP differentiation areas, especially related to power, performance, and area. So today morning, when I actually woke up, I was having one important conversation with my husband, and that was related to financial matters. And suddenly, the voice assistant in my phone, it just said, "Hi, can I help you?" And it actually concerned me. What if it has been recording my statements or conversation and is being sending to the backend server? So I'll leave the thought here and maybe I'll begin the presentation. Okay, so with the widespread adoption of internet everywhere, pretty much every object is getting connected to every another object. What it really means is that these internet connected devices are able to gather and share huge amount of sensitive information over the internet. And it is actually like that you are posting your personal information over the internet and you would know the impact. I think you will. What if the hackers or the bad guys on the other side wants to misuse your data in some form or the other? So here comes a focus on the IoT security. So when I say IoT security, what exactly it implies? Well, IoT security, it's actually a process of eradicating all the vulnerabilities in the hardware device, and it also means equipping the hardware device with certain solutions or the other so that it can either resist or prevent the malicious attack. So my presentation focus will be on how hardware design choices can actually make the life of attackers difficult in IoT security. Okay, so here there is a scene which could probably happen in the future IoT era. So there is a conversation that is happening between two employees in the office, and the IoT device, which is a glass here, is also participating in the talk. So let me just give you some moments. Please go through it and enjoy. Okay, so let's start with a brief introduction about IoT. Well, what is an IoT? IoT is actually about giving brains or making everyday objects around us really smarter. So imagine if your shirt or the kettle or your kid's toothbrush could all speak to you. The shirt with superpowers can tell you when you are ill. The kettle that the boiled water is about to cool down and you should hurry up and make that cup of tea for yourself. Your kid's toothbrush actually tells you about whether they have been doing the quality brushing or not. It can even go to an extent that if it finds a cavity in your kids, it can probably book an appointment with the dentist by looking into your calendar. So, having said that, IoT is nothing but a network of internet connected objects with unique identifiers and unique data. Now, I think you all are aware about the usages of IoT devices as of today. These are predominantly used in our homes, in offices, in industries, maybe in medical sectors. But where does the creativity stand in the IoT world? Do you think it is limited or limitless? Let's walk through a couple of examples. There are 3.04 trillion trees in the world. Assume you can interact with them and connect to them. Well, what I mean is, as simple as a dumb tree here, if you deploy IoT devices onto a tree, you can actually arrange multiple services coming out of this tree. It could be maybe indicating a water level index around that region. It could be even indicating the calamities like earthquake, or it could be even automatically tagging me on my Facebook saying that Ruchi was here at so and so time. So the message from this slide that I wanted to give is that IoT, when applied on things that are actually naturally around us, can lead to innovation or opportunities. Let's quickly walk through one more example. There are 7 billion people in the world, and approximately 0.2 billion people are diet conscious. They actually wanted to eat clean, stay fit, what not. Can you create smart plates for them? Yes, you can. You can probably create a smart plate for them which can indicate, it can probably weigh, warn, analyzes based on your health parameter readings. It can even customize based on the people's age group. So in this slide, as compared to the previous one, you could see that here IoT is getting applied on the things which are driven by our needs on day-to-day basis. Now, let's quickly cover, we all know pretty much about IoT, that it is all about connecting things. But where does monetization stand in the world of IoT? Any IoT service provider actually has these 4 phases in its journey. It starts with connect things. So let me take an example here. Assume that you are booking an Uber cab. So what you are doing, you are actually connecting to the Uber server, and here things are nothing but, it's your mobile device. It may be the cab drivers, the cab rides around you, which is having multiple sensors installed in them, and even the phones. The next phase is about data gather optimize. Here, on the server, it is trying to gather as much as data possible, and it is optimizing it to the best possible means. And data here, it actually means the GPS location of the customer, the GPS location of the multiple drivers nearby, and it can even indicate whether it's a peak hours of traffic. The next phase is about drive services. Here, the Uber server or the Uber app actually connects the customer with the nearby cab service. Additionally, it can probably use the information about the peak time of hours, and it can search the prices. So, the last phase, which is about interconnect services, is the most important phase in any IoT service provider journey. You all remember that Uber actually started its journey with the Uber service, cab providing service. But now, if you see, it has partnered with maybe aviation industries, health sectors, restaurants, and even courier services to expand its wings. So what are we achieving here? Well, both parties are benefiting itself, and this is leading to monetization. So the message that I wanted to give here is that IoT service can be monetized by building a strong ecosystem of interconnect services.